Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Supercars of London, and I've got a massive smile on my face because, as you can tell from the car behind, this is what I am going to be driving today. Now, if you watch my video of heading down to Romans International and then going over to Tony's and having a little bit of a chat with him about sensibly buying one of these cars, they are so new that it is almost impossible to tell what the depreciation is going to be like in the next couple of years or so. However, what has happened in the last 48 hours or so is I got in touch with Prince Motor Group. Now, you may remember those guys because I drove a black Lamborghini Aventador to my friend's wedding to give him the ride of his life. Now, Prince Motor Group have got this car for sale and in stock. So I called them up and I was like, hey guys, look, I'm really interested in your car. I'd love to come and have a look at it. This is when it gets good, and this is why the car is right here, because those guys were so open and willing to basically hand me the keys for the day, let me know what I think, and basically provide me with the ultimate test drive. You can do this at a Mercedes dealership. And whilst Tony would offer me something like this is the ultimate test drive. So today I'm going to get to grips with the C63 AMG Coupe to make sure that this is the car that I want to replace the BMW M3. If you think there is a better car out there for less than £50,000, then please put in the comment box below, because right now all I want to do is drive that car. So over the next 20 to 25 minutes, I am going to get to grips with it. I'm going to show you the spec of this car and talk a little bit about my plans for a coupe if I was to buy one. So from the exterior, it looks nothing like the car that I saw at Romans. Whilst this is a beautiful, I think it's iridium silver, the standard Mercedes silver. It comes with upgraded wheels, but not the famous 19-20 inch AMG wheels that they're so famous for. But I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference because I'm thinking about putting aftermarket wheels on anyway. This car also doesn't come with the night pack, where you get the gloss black front lip down there, which isn't an issue as well, because obviously this is something that Dove Customs can sort out. But the silver is a beautiful color, and as a sort of resale example, if I was to look to potentially sell this car in a year, I know this is hard to believe, but if I was to do the same as what I've done with the M3 and sell it in a year, I think this is a really nice looking car. Inside we have got the all-important premium pack, which I will quickly show you now, opening the door. We've got the premium pack, so we get the illuminated door seals, we have got the sunroof, we have also got the upgraded sound system, which is a must on these cars, and we've also got an IWC clock down there, which is a really nice touch. So interior wise, this is a beautiful place to sit. And well, what is left to do now, I suppose, is go for a drive, put it to the test, work out whether this is the right car for me, and then I suppose work out whether this exact example is the right car for me. So yeah, let's get cracking. Let's start this beast up. Let's hear it, because it sounds phenomenal. Let's get cracking with the drive, and immediately it feels so good to be back in an AMG. Now, I didn't fall out in love with the AMG brand or the Mercedes brand, and in fact I've become so close and almost desperate to get back into an AMG car that I considered rebuying an AMG GTS, and that was only made stronger when I drove the AMG GTS in Dubai, and it was just such a nice car to cruise around in, so comfortable. You have this incredible rumble that is unrivaled amongst any other manufacturer. AMG do stock exhaust system sounds the best, and then once you put an aftermarket exhaust system on, they sound even better. That is all I'm going to talk about with the exhaust hopefully today, because I feel like I've gone exhaust heavy very early on in 2018. First impressions, the interior is incredibly refreshing. It's very light. We've got this amazing sunroof up here. It is, as Mercedes are, a very pleasant place to be. And then of course I am now just in comfort mode, but I've got the exhaust valves on. Not too sure whether that's a sports exhaust that gives me that option, but it's just a lovely rumble. This has got the same engine, slightly detuned than my AMG GTS, massively detuned compared to when I sent it over to Rentec, but this car offers massive potential for modifications. So even though this is my daily, I am looking to have some fun with it, maybe go even crazier than I did on my M3, because M3 was just exhaust and wheels. I ummed and ahed for ages about carbon fibre exterior bits, but I think I will make the plunge if I was to buy something like this. Now, practicality wise, I have to talk about some of the things that I have noticed since picking it up from Prince Motor Group, and that is I put some fuel in. I put in 25 pounds of fuel, and it's come up with just under half a tank. Now, you would think 25 pounds, just under half a tank, it's not too bad, but it's showing 113 miles of range. 113 miles. You got the rear seats as well that give a little bit of headroom. I would say anyone under 5'10" might be a little bit cramped in the back of this car, but that comes down to the side profile and the roof slant that you've got. Not an issue, because the BMW M3, I had 4 doors on that. I thought that I was being super practical. I can count the amount of times that I used the rear seats and opened the rear doors on 2 hands in a year. That's less than once a month. So it isn't essential that I need 4 doors. And right now, the more I think about this package, the more I think about this road presence, the more I think about the sound of this car and how I could look. What is this coming up? An M3, an M4, or an M2? M4. Cab. That's not bad. Get my foot down. You can still hear the V8, but now I've turned the valve shut, meaning that it's in quiet mode. Oh, I don't know whether you can see this GTR. Number plate Race Me. That was pretty impressive. Actually a pretty good time to spark a discussion with that GTI driving past as to, is this the best car that you can buy for £50,000? It's one of the best cars that I can buy to suit my needs aesthetically and sound-wise, as well as my needs within the budget. Is it the best car you can buy for 50 grand? Probably not. But that is something that I am looking to explore. This journey, which has happened very quickly, of selling my BMW M3 and jumping into potentially a C63 AMG Coupe. This journey has brought an idea to my head, and I've been speaking to Tony about it a little bit, and what we are going to try and do is sensibly go on a road trip around the UK trying to find the best cars within certain price brackets. And we're going to go from £5,000 to £10,000 to £20,000 to 25 to 50 to 75 to 100 to 150. And our aim is to find the best car sensibly for that price bracket. Is this the best car that you can buy for, let's say, £50,000? Probably not. But is it the best car for me to fit my needs right now? Modifications, exhaust systems, wrap, road presence, drivability, performance, and I would say it's very close to being the best car that fits my needs. And me just saying that now has really sort of cemented into my brain that this is the car that I am going to really hunt down. And I think right now I need to have a discussion with the guys at Prince Motor Group to work out whether this exact car is the right car that will sit as my daily and be the workhorse. So I haven't gone nuts with this test drive. I wasn't ever intending on doing that. The fact that I've had this opportunity to take it for an ultimate test drive and have a couple of hours with it by myself, put it through its paces a little bit, take it into scenarios that I will definitely be facing when I am to own one of these cars, and it has excelled. The boot space is huge. The rear seats are definitely big enough for human beings. Not as good as the BMW M3, but I don't need the saloon. I think that the coupe looks better on the road, which is a bigger selling point to me than the fact of having rear seats. Not as practical as the M3 is a daily, and I would say that there are pros and cons to this car and the BMW M3. In a lot of aspects, the M3 is better than this, but there's something a little bit about the character of this that I didn't really know existed until obviously now driving it. So a very, very eye-opening drive. Thank you, Prince Motor Group, for allowing me to have the keys to this car and drive it. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you are a fan of the C63 AMG, and make sure that you are subscribed so that you can continue following this journey as I find a new daily, but then also following my journey with Tony to try and find the ultimate cars in the country for specific price brackets. Very, very sensible buying guide stuff coming very soon from myself and Tony. That literally looks like a bear, that dog. Or some Bernard's dog, I think that is. But anyway, I'm rambling now. I will see you soon, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye.